Hey guys, today I'm making a full Big Mac meal entirely out of jelly. But first, let's break down what's inside a real Big Mac meal. Big Mac, fries, and a Coke. Fries and Coke are simple, but let's take a closer look at the Big Mac itself. Top bun with sesame seeds, patty, lettuce, pickles, middle bun, another patty, slice of cheese, more lettuce, and the bottom bun. And I'm gonna recreate all of this using jelly. Let's start with the Big Mac, specifically the buns. We will need 3 packs of gelatin, peach juice, and molds. Now we're pouring the peach juice into a big pot. Next, dumping in all 4 packs of gelatin. Time to cook, let's put it on the stove and stir well so there are no clumps and the gelatin dissolves completely. Main rule, just warm it up. Don't boil it. Crucial step, let's grease the molds with oil so we can easily remove the jelly without damaging it. For the top bun, I'm sprinkling sesame seeds at the bottom so they end up on top. Pouring the jelly into the molds. And now we're putting it in a cold place to set. Moving on to the patties. We're mixing 100 milliliters of Coke and 100 milliliters of Sprite, stirring it well to get rid of all the gas bubbles. Looks a bit too dark. Let's add some cocoa powder to get that browner, meaty color. Now we give it a good mix. Oh yeah, that's way better. We're pouring this mix into a saucepan and adding a pack of gelatin. Back on the stove it goes. Don't forget to oil the mold, or the jelly will stick like glue. Pouring the mix to match the height of a real patty. Perfect. Time to put it into the cold. Now for the lettuce. Taking the Sprite, removing the gas, and mixing it with gelatin. We heat and stir, now adding green food coloring. Whoa, look at that color! We need a thin layer, so I'm using a large baking sheet greased with oil. To make sure it doesn't stick or tear, let's add some parchment paper. And we're oiling it one more time. Now let's add a splash of milk to lighten the green. Lettuce is a bit lighter after all. Great, pouring it onto the tray and into the fridge. Let's make the cheese and pickles. We're using a Sprite and Coke mix for the pickles, and orange juice for the cheese. Adding the gelatin. For the pickles, we're adding lots of green color and yellow for the cheese. Let's add some milk to the cheese jelly too. Now pouring into the molds and letting them cool. Okay, to make the jelly Coke, we need gelatin and a Coke bottle. We're pouring all the Coke into a saucepan, removing bubbles and mixing with gelatin. Lots of gelatin. Heating it up and pouring it back into the bottle. Oops, overfilled it a bit. Done. Now we wait for it to set. Only the fries left. Same process here. Apple juice, gelatin. Let's heat it up, adding yellow dye and a splash of milk. Now we pour it into the mold and let it chill. All right, some time has passed and everything is solid. Let's gather all of this, starting with the burger, specifically the top bun. It won't come out easily, so I'm using a hot water bath to melt the inner layer just a tiny bit. Grabbing a huge pot and filling it with hot water. Dipping the mold in, making sure no water gets inside. Holding it for a second, let's try to pull it out. Whoa, it's sliding right out. It worked. The shape is perfect, but the sesame seeds sank inside. So while it's still sticky, let's sprinkle more sesame on top. Awesome, looks great. Letting it cool down. Moving to the bottom bun. We're cutting it out using pastry rings. Measuring. Perfect. Now we cut the jelly. Time for the lettuce. Let's try to cut something similar. Looks like a little paw. Placing it on the bun. Next, add the cheese. Now the patty. We're cutting it with a smaller ring and placing our patty right on the cheese. Next is the middle bun. Cutting it out, lettuce again. I'll try to cut it better this time. Now it looks like a green blob. One more patty. Wait, forgot the pickles. Cutting them with a small ring and placing them on the salad. Now the patty, and finally, the top bun. Done! I didn't think it would turn out this good. Let's slice up the fries. good. We're putting them in the box. Excellent. Let's check on our Coke. It's solid, that's good. Taking a knife to cut the plastic. The nozzle didn't form right because of the foam. Still looks cool, I like it. Here is the final result. I think it looks super close to the real McDonald's meal. Let me know in the comments, does it look real? And which part did you like best? Coke, fries, or the burger? Time for the taste test. Actually pretty tasty. I should have added more sugar for that bright, sweet flavor, but not bad at all. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and smash that like button if you enjoyed it.